Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where I have a little help from my friends. Here we'll disguise the highs and lows of reselling and dive into great conversation. We're positive you're going to hear something that's going to help you become a better reseller. I'm your host, Ray, and I'm joined with three of the best co-hosts on the planet. My good friends, Brendan, Big Time Flips. We have my boy, Joe, a.k.a. The Grinch.
Here comes the money. Nice touch.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And our girl, it's your girl, Kristen.
This girl is on fire.
A rural squirrel. There we go.
Boys,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have here none other than... This is our Christmas episode. I know that today is the day after Christmas. But we do want to go ahead and do a Christmas-themed episode. We have none other than the seasonal Santa himself, Ken.
What is up,
SSK
everyone?
Promo.
I am excited to be here.
Ken, let's get your best ho ho ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's real good. That's real
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I like
Believable.
that.
Got to get that impact as soon as you walk in the room. The big old ho, ho, ho. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So, oh wow! Look, he went from Grinch to Santa real
Wardrobe
quick.
change.
man.
quick, real
Yeah.
quick.
Yep.
Quicker than
That
Carrie
mask was hot already. So.
I would say that yeah, it's gotta be hot, man.
Real hot,
I'm
real
digging
hot.
through this Christmas stuff to find it, and then I find this shirt that we made like
Look at that.
I don't even know last year, 2 years
Oh.
ago.
Is that your shirt? Does it
Oh,
fit
that's
you?
such a good shirt.
No, it doesn't.
What
Nah.
size is it?
Actually, I think I have one maybe somewhere. It's a
Is it-
size large.
Is it a boys'
That's
large?
cool.
Maybe
Yeah, I
Brian
have
can
two
wear
of
it.
them in this tub of Christmas stuff. I'm like, what is this sitting in here for?
If that ever comes up for sale, let a guy know. Well, I don't know. What size
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah,
Large.
You can put it on
Large.
your eBay store, ladies and gentlemen.
that's
Yeah,
my
just-
Put it on I'd Flip That eBay store. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, guys. I need to remember to say that on the top of the podcast so people can remember to do that and comment.
Yes.
Do us a favor and comment. So
Speaking of eBay stores, though, I did remove the Ken mugshot. Oh no, not mugshots. I guess his picture shots that I put up on eBay.
I was just
I-
gonna bring that up.
I was refreshing things, and also I'm like, if I sell this, I have no idea where it is now. So I
Well, I
was gonna
could
be-
drop ship one for you, Joe. I could drop ship
There you
one.
go.
I have it
Out to you,
somewhere, but if
customer.
I did sell it,
You don't
I'd
have
have to
it
call up
framed
Ken
and
and be
hanging
like-
prominently in your home?
You should.
I know,
You should.
right?
oh, I mean, I didn't
Kristen
want to
sold
get
hers in like a
those,
week.
What I mean,
I sold mine while I was at
I know
Yeah,
because you were
but-
cheaper than me. That's why.
yeah. That
That's
was
my
so funny.
idea. I should get commission off of that.
You probably should. You and Tiana.
There it is.
There we go.
Yes.
The Nashville headshot. Oh, that's the OG
I
right
have
there.
all mine in a stack like that.
Do you
Yeah.
have a Santa one, Ken?
yeah.
You know what? I need to do that. I need to get that done this year. I meant to do it earlier and I did not. Oh, there's the
That's
a good one.
Yep.
Cowboy Nashville.
Okay.
So I didn't see it. I didn't see it for this
I
one,
don't
Ray.
have that one. I
I was
need
gonna say,
that
I
one.
was gonna
Only
say,
Brendan has that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I have
That
I
was
have
the
that one.
Cincinnati.
I have that one too.
You have that one?
Where do you get your headshots done? Do you do them? But like, how do you print them?
The local print shop. Go
Oh.
take the files up to the local print shop and have them make them off.
And just have them do headshots.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Ken.
I mean,
wasn't
I take the photos and stuff and then get it, design it and then take it up to the print shop and
Where do you design it? Like on Canva?
just right here. I use Corel Draw software to do all of my design and thumbnails and stuff like that. So,
That's
and so
Pretty good.
it's
What do you use to take the picture? Your phone?
yeah,
Right?
just my phone. Yep.
That's good.
Do
Giving
you
away
have it
all, I'm
just,
giving
like,
away all the secrets.
And then, sometimes I have to edit things to brighten things up or darken things or whatever, but yeah, just do it all right here.
Do you have it on a timer? So then, like, you hit a timer and you're like holding it
Yeah.
up?
Right.
Or does
no,
Jill
my-
come over and help you?
I
My
wish.
camera the camera on my phone, I have a Samsung Galaxy phone. You can audibly make it go. So if I say like shoot or like picture or something like that, it will usually the keyword is shoot. And so I'll get in my stance, or whatever, and shoot, and then the camera will fire off. I put it on a stand and try to get the lighting right. But and
I wonder
then
if you can do that with an iPhone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could.
Probably could.
I don't know,
just put
it's-
it on a timer.
hmm
Yeah.
I took my own photos for my headshots for when I was a speaker at Boss. The best lighting was
Hey
in
Siri,
this.
take picture.
Those were good too. I thought those are professionally done.
No, I set it up in a window that was in my stairway
Mhm.
that had great lighting. So I just I
Yeah.
propped it up, put the timer, and I'm like,
yeah.
They really look
Yeah.
like you went somewhere to get those done. That's really what I thought.
that's funny.
For
Nope.
what was it for Boss?
Yeah, I'm standing on the stairs sideways, so I'm trying to level myself up.
Get it. Yeah, get it.
We had a photographer at home, so we just tell producer Anna, all right, we need a
Mhm.
picture for Boss.
There you
Let's
go.
Where should we go? And
Joe, you should have been doing the Vogue. This. And
Yeah.
your things. Yeah.
I was wearing the crazy suit, so
That's true.
that
That's
was
true.
that's
Are you guys at Boss this year? Are you going to Boss or?
no. We
Not-
we got asked to go and do the game show again, but we politely declined.
Yeah.
Nicole just can't swing 5 days of time off of work and stuff. So
Yeah,
That's
and
what-
the expense and yeah.
yeah,
That's why if you're listening or you're watching, come to Nashville where they're gonna do the game show. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Word on the
They're
street.
gonna do it. They're gonna do a rendition, or what are we doing, Joe?
I don't even
Nah.
know. I don't. Director Nicole hasn't told me what we're doing yet. So I have.
Speaking of the meetup, by the time that you're listening to this, I have already released a video explaining a little more of what we're gonna do at the Nashville meetup, April 25th through the 27th. And again, in the video, if you want to be a sponsor, please let me know, and we can work that out for you. So in the video, I
Yeah.
explain all
Yes.
that. So go ahead and do that.
Very
if you want to
cool.
be part of the sponsor. So
So
help sponsor the event.
dude wipes were talking to you.
Oh,
Two Wipes. Or Bombas. Or
Mhm.
Duluth Trading Co. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
if only they heard the conversation earlier.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
That's some real juicy stuff.
major corporate sponsor, Duluth Trading Company.
Mhm.
Right.
I know that the big thing will be the official sponsors of the meetup is the big tier, and I think those are going to be for My Reseller Genie and Vindu, because they're
Yeah.
the official sponsors.
Mhm.
And then we'll have other levels and tiers. So
I don't know there was
Very
tiers.
cool.
Good sponsor.
there will be tiers this year.
Okay.
So
I was unaware.
There'll be tears. No, it's a happy event. I'm not going to shed any tears, I don't think.
that's right.
Except when it's
Is that
over.
where you go? Is that where you're alluding to, Brendan?
No, I wasn't. I didn't
No.
know there was actual tiers.
We'll give you tiers. You are you looking to sponsor the event, Brendan? Big Time Flips.
Probably not.
Get you a
I'll
nice
just show
little
up.
$1,000 sponsorship in there.
Get your name on the
Be the
t-shirt.
official sponsor.
I don't think so. Not this year. I walk in though with tears. I walk in just bawling, full face, crying.
I mean, the podcast should be a sponsor, probably, right?
Oh, probably, yeah.
We just sponsor ourselves.
One would
Do we
think.
want
we're
to
in
do?
wrestling
Do we
outfits,
want to
we
do
walk in.
anything there as
Yeah.
a podcast?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're wearing
Yeah.
the wrestling. We're wearing the NWO, right?
Are we?
When do we want to do it? I know that we're like
What?
do.
I thought we were wearing the jerseys the first night. Like the.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
And then
To
Kristen
flip
just
you.
wears,
Somebody's
We'll
going
get
to
you
send
a
me a jersey.
we'll get you a polo, Coach.
There, that's what I
suit
want.
or
That's what I want.
something. You just wear that.
Wear that. my khaki
Whistle.
clipboard.
Yep.
Yeah, a whistle for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
clipboard and a
Oh,
whistle.
yeah.
That man, yeah, you guys should do something.
Or she can
Record
wear
an
the
episode
short
from there.
We're
knee-high
going to get
sock.
headshots done, Ken. group headshots.
Yeah. Take the podcast photo, the group photo.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Kristen's gonna have us in our jerseys all running laps around the hotel.
that's right.
Man, you might have to extend this event out to like 7 to 10 days.
I know. It's
Lots
getting
going
a
on.
Yeah.
lot's going on for sure.
We got to go rent a football field and do some practice and stuff too.
Mhm.
We got a whole junket.
Ooh.
We have to-
Could you imagine if we did a reseller like kickball game
Oh
Yeah.
or
man.
something like that?
I'll
That
do
would be
a
fun.
yoga class if you want to.
Or like we pick
Volleyball
teams
game.
and we do like a kickball game. Something
do
easy that everyone can do. Volleyball.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Volleyball.
I don't know how many. Have you seen us? I don't think we can jump very high, Kristen.
I think backyard family
Have a
reunion
lower net.
volleyball is fine. We don't need to be, Lexi Rodriguez, Nebraska Husker level. We just need to be backyard volleyball. It's
What
fine.
about
I just
what about
hear some
competitive-
ACLs like tearing up.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Say, what
yeah.
about competitive hopscotch?
Competitive.
Just play
We're still gonna
Foursquare
hold you to
or
that,
like
Kristen.
Foursquare.
hula hoop? Let's just.
Foursquare.
All I want's a hula hoop.
I
could never do hula
want
hoop.
a hula hoop. I still have that video in here.
Of
Or is that
what?
the skip it? That's a skip it, ain't it?
The my lip sync battle, Kristen. Video? Have you seen this one?
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
one. I
That
thought
was
you meant
fun.
Of the skip
Yeah, that
it,
was
I was
fun.
like, oh wait, how did you get
Yeah,
that?
It's online.
So what-
But guys, we do have Ken the seasonal Santa here.
Yes.
Reseller extraordinaire. So I do want to ask the question,
Yes.
like, where did this come about? Like, how did this
Reselling or
morph
being
into-
Santa?
No, being Santa Claus.
Yes.
We know
Oh,
how
okay.
you're reselling. You used to work at the print shop, and things went down, and you went full
Yeah.
time reselling. But has
Yes.
the Santa Clausing
Yes.
come
I think that's
before
proper.
the reselling, or even way prior to that? Like, where is this?
Oh yeah.
Like, where did this come from?
Way prior to reselling or whatever. I've always I like to say that I have a Santa heart, and I like to spread joy and especially Christmas cheer at Christmas time. But for many years, I've always done some sort of Santa Clausing. One of the things I used to do way back in the day is I was always off vacation, like the week of Christmas or between Christmas and New Year's, and whenever that fell before Christmas, if I had days off, I would always dress up in some sort of fun Santa outfit or some sort of a Christmassy costume, and I would go around to all of my family's places of employment. And I have my what I call my jingle pants. They're like a pair of red sweatpants that I glued. I have jingle bells all over the thighs of them. So, when I go in the room and I'm kind of shaking and jingling, and I would take candy canes and treats, and I would go around to every one of my siblings, my brother and sister, and my parents, wherever they worked, and I'd hand out candy canes to everybody, to all their coworkers, and just have fun. So I'd make a whole day of it going around to everybody's places. I used to do some Santing where I had like a fake beard, and just go out and have fun with it. And it's probably only been about four, maybe 5 years that I actually started to grow out the natural beard, and then started, bleaching it, bleaching everything out. Just to have fun. I do it because it makes me smile, to make other people smile. It makes my heart happy when you're out and about at Walmart or wherever, and you're doing some shopping and people see, I dress like this a lot during the season. And everybody looks at you. Always get a double take. You come around the corner at an aisle at Walmart, and somebody makes eye contact. There's always that second little look, and I, the seasonal Santa. But I also say that I'm kind of a selfish Santa, because I really do it for myself, because I like to make people smile. I like to make people happy. And if you can, if I get a Merry Christmas or a Hey Santa, I carry a pouch of candy canes with me, and I'm handing out, candy canes when I'm just out and about at the store. It's just over at my postal place where I drop off a lot of my packages today. I got a couple of Hi Santas, or people yell across the parking lot, Hey Santa, or Merry Christmas. So I've done it for, I don't know, 10, 20 years, but it's only been in the last, say, 4 or 5 that I've actually kind of took it to the next level of bleaching everything out and it's fun. And I do some Santa gigs. Some I get paid for, some I just do because I like to do them. People need a Santa Claus, I'll come and do it. I'm sure the Santa Union isn't happy with me doing free Santa gigs.
I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm sure there's some. It sounded good when I said it. I'm sure there's some other Santas like, man, what are you doing this stuff? Because Santa-ing can be very, very lucrative.
It sounds super political too.
Really?
Competitive.
I think so. Like, yeah. Santa-ing, like all the Santas, like you said, like a union, and it's like, okay, we got to spread enough Santas around. It's like, this guy's like the good Santa.
Yeah.
This one's
I bet
the
there's
bad
clubs.
Santa.
Don't you have clubs and stuff like Elvis's have clubs? Maybe
Yeah, there are different groups that meet as Santas to talk about stuff. You can also get in with booking agents that, okay, I'm a Santa Claus, here's my resume. And a booking agent will, people call in, I need to hire a Santa Claus for my event. And if you're close or you're next up on the list or you've got good reviews, you can go do these events, and they pay quite a bit of money for, a couple of hours. You can make $300, $400, $500 for a couple hours of a Santa gig. And
why aren't you doing this, Ken?
Joe's down there bleaching his
Do you have
beard.
to go to school?
Right?
Do you have to go to school?
You don't have to, for sure. I mean, I've never went to any formal Santa training. I would love to do that. There is a school up in Michigan. It's one of the better schools for Santas, and I would love to go to that and learn. I did, shout out to Santa Barry. I don't know if you guys know Thrifty Santa.
We'll be at the meetup.
I am so looking forward to him. We had some really great conversations on the phone about Santa-ing and things to look forward to, and just brainstorm some ideas. He is a legit Santa, and he really only
what are you?
does the thrifting and the reselling. Well, I am a legit, but I mean he does like national ad campaigns and stuff, and he does and he makes
parade and stuff.
yeah.
We need to get you on that stage, like a national Santa stage.
There we go. There's Santa Barry right there.
With the handlebar mustache and everything, huh?
Right.
Yes. A lot of times when I go out to do a gig, I'll get my mustache all turned up.
I think it'd be fun to do Mrs. Claus. That looks like fun.
Yes. And that lady, I know that lady that works with him, they just kind of work together. She's an independent person that also, gets bookings and
Does he look like that all year long, or does he grow his out only part of the year like you do?
No, he's like that all the time. Actually, when we were talking, he's like, man, how many years have you been growing your beard? Because I had showed her some pictures, and it was like in November or something. And it's like, I started growing it in July, on July 4th weekend. He's like, I hate you. He's like, if I shave, he's like, I've had this forever. His beard just doesn't grow as quick. So yeah, and mine, I'm here. Imagine if I just never shaved it off, and the beard that I could have. But the bleaching, it starts to get real dirty in here, and so I would have to probably dye it all one color to kind of get away from the whiteness, and my creepy eyebrows that I do white as well. But it's just, they're getting a little dark.
The first time you did the eyebrows, I think Ray and I both said something in our group chat. We were both like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, what a change the eyebrows make.
Like, settle down, eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jill was always disturbed. The very
Such a
first,
stark
and
contrast.
it's like that. The first day that I do the bleaching each year, you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. You walk past the bathroom mirror, and you kind of look, and it's like it startles me. It's like, who's this guy looking back at me?
Does it glow in the dark?
Neon.
It's something when it gets really bleached out white. It's the camera and the lighting and stuff here doesn't do it justice. It is when I'm looking at myself on the screen, it looks a little bit yellowish, but it is
It's lighter
very
than what
white.
it is.
Yeah, that's white.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only time-
I'm trying real hard to get it to be more white, and I'm doing everything I can to like make sure that there's no white.
The only time I've ever heard my wife say the F word is one time, like, I messed up and like cut, like I was trimming my beard and I messed up and I went ahead and like took everything off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I walk around the corner. She's like, "What the?" It's like,
Didn't like
she's
it.
never seen me like that before in her life, and she was like,
Oh my
"Who
God.
are you? You look like a little boy."
You just draw it back on with marker.
Yeah,
I am
it took about a
looking
week for it
forward.
to come back.
I am looking forward now. I had bleached it probably a couple weeks earlier this year than I have in past years, and I'm done after Christmas. I shave it all off down to my face and start over. Usually takes till about mid-February for my eyebrows to completely come back to the regular, for them to grow out and for me to
You
trim
just
them
trim
and
them
stuff.
off,
But yeah, every day it's, you got to use the shampoos and the conditioners and the beard oil and the beard butter and the beard balm and it's the constant brushing and maintenance and stuff. It's just like, by the time Christmas is over, I'm done.
This is.
But I usually like to shave it for a day or so into something fun, maybe some big mutton chops, shave out the middle and just have, just do something fun for a day or two and walk around and get those stares. It's not as festive as the Santa looks that I get.
do
but
that.
it's fine.
That middle part off. Have those big mutton chops. Put on like a
Like Hulk
big
Hogan.
leather jacket.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should just
Like
shave
Jesse
SSK
Labate.
promo into your beard.
Yeah.
Get a nice.
I
fade
should.
going.
That's what I should do. I should do a headshot with it shaved out of the middle. Yeah, I'll get some pictures this time so that I can use them if need be.
Yeah. What's it called? The Fu Manchu?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, the Fu Manchu usually comes from here and down longer.
right.
It's just
So I was gonna say that there's it's called the IBRBS. It's the world's largest organization of professional Santas, Mrs. Clauses, spouses, and associates.
Mm.
He
So-
could
Yes.
be Hulk Hogan. Oh my God,
that?
look at that.
Yeah.
yes.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah,
You could pull it
that's
off.
right, brother.
You can
Yeah,
pull
you
it off.
totally
I could pull that off.
His hair is like connected to his bandana, so you could just
Yeah.
like have a bandana.
Yeah, no, it is.
hair.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
You were saying that about that organization, Brendan. I always wanted to be a member of Forbes. I want to be, a member of Forbes, which, you think about the Forbes 500, I'd love to be a member of that, but it is the Forbes I'm talking about is the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Santas.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is what it is. So the group of Santas that all have real beards, and there's actually there's big debates out there about real bearded versus fake beard artificial Santas,
The Timu Santa.
about which is better,
Yeah.
which is
They need to update they need to get like a programmer or something to update this website. I'll tell you that.
So how do you become a member? You gotta like put in an application or what? Or like
I would imagine I've not really investigated fully. I saw a like a news story or like some sort of
Here's a membership.
program one time that they were interviewing the guys that were part of Forbes, and
Do you have any
And,
crimes involving weapons? Because if you do, you can't join.
Yeah, I'm out.
I do not.
I'm out.
Hate
I got a good
crimes?
story about something like that.
No crimes
Have
with
you-
weapon. Well, no crimes in general. Maybe a speeding ticket once or twice in my life.
There you go.
Have you met Carolina Claus? Do you follow him on Instagram? He's a reseller also.
I have not. I have
He's
not. I
another
do not.
reseller clause.
Yeah.
Santa Claus. I think he's. I mean, obviously Carolina, but
So at the meetup, is there gonna be like a Santa off, like the Santas, and then they
yeah.
face off?
Let him fight to the death. You and Barry can
Right.
fight to the death.
Yeah. I would bow to Barry. I would. What is the word I want? I would acquiesce to Barry being the.
Yeah, Ken, you bow to
main
Barry,
guy.
and then Brendan and I sneak up from behind with the chairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just,
Stupid.
Joe's got the right idea. Exactly.
it'd be a
It'd be your
Santa
stables.
tag team.
What would be like the group, and we can be like your little cronies, like the elf cronies.
We'll be the
Here we
henchmen.
go, elf cronies.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a bunch of
Joe could
bunch
be
of
the heavy, you know.
that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Baseball bat or something.
We
We'll
just
do
need
that the same day that we do all of our the group photos. Yeah, same day.
Right.
We
Order
just need an
the outfit
inflatable
now.
wrestling ring. What?
What-
I don't know. I don't
what
know.
did you were
Kristen,
reading
you would
that?
make a great Mrs. Claus. That you might need to pursue that.
Well, it might be kind of fun to do the elf thing, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever. My dad loved Christmas too, and he was growing his beard out to be a Santa, and would do he would do phone calls where Santa would call you, and he would fill in sometimes and help Santa when he needed to make lots of phone calls. So he would also do that, and he would do that for people that we knew and stuff. And he did that even the
that's
last
fun.
2 years. It was really cool because
That's
you
cool.
the kids on the other end were just like, no way, Santa's calling.
Yeah.
This is so cool. They just
I
Uh-huh.
have Santa Claus's number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
me
like
see.
star 69 that back. I'm like, what? Anytime I
Oh.
was
See
talking to Santa.
Santa. See
Right.
Santa.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
So you check it out. Let's call Santa right now.
So
Joe, when you're at work, you
Do
should
it.
wear your Santa costume.
When am I at work?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is Santa Claus, and you have reached my personal hotline. We have been very busy making all of those toys to deliver on Christmas morning, and I want you to know that your family loves you very much, and so do I. So be good, and don't forget to always listen to your parents. When you hear the tone, please leave me your Christmas gift wishes and holiday cheer. And remember, kids, I know who's been naughty and nice. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon.
Oh, that's fun.
that's
See, I
pretty
mean-
good. You got to share
Hi,
that
Santa
number.
Claus. This is Ray. This is Ken, Kristen, Joe, and Brendan with the This Week in Reselling podcast. We would love for us to have 100,000 subscribers. So if you can tell all your little elves and everyone that you drop presents to,
Mhm.
just go ahead and put like a like, share, and subscribe on their, when you pick up the cookies. That would be fantastic. Thanks, Santa.
Joe, if that happens, we got to restructure our contracts again.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm ready to start.
I
striking
love that.
because we hit 10K and we haven't gotten any bump in pay. So
Yeah.
Listen,
honest
The year is
answer.
almost over. We'll discuss this once the year is over.
end of the year
Your
bonus.
contract
You
end.
hear that, Brendan?
End of the year bonus.
This can be like a virtual
Yes.
high five. But
No, that's not.
no, I know it's not enough, but I'm saying that's what we're gonna get.
Oh,
Wow,
right.
this
Okay.
this Santa Claus is good, Kristen. Carolina Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I have seen a picture I don't follow. Oh, yeah, I saw that picture recently. Yes.
Look at that.
See, look at that.
No, super supportive, nice guy. I've seen him in different chats, and every once in a while I get a message from him. What a really great guy. Yeah.
Well, you
Oh,
have.
I
to,
love that
because if
coat
you say
too.
something bad, you're gonna end up getting shunned and not be like the great guy that's Santa.
See, I like those outfits. I'd wear that.
Yeah.
The dancing.
Yeah,
outfits, the
this
dancing-
guy's
Yeah.
great. I need to follow him. You know
Yeah,
what?
I
reseller?
sent you his-
Yeah,
I-
right.
Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
think-
the one I started following recently. Because
Wow.
I've seen those pictures.
Yeah,
Carolina Claus. Look at this jumpsuit, man. That's sick.
that's pretty
There
cool.
you go, Ken. Get that.
Ken, we need to get you one of those.
Can you need
Heck
your own
yeah.
ornament? I think we talked about this. Your custom
Yeah.
Oh.
ornament.
Next year.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
and
Yeah.
You and Commonwealth. Maybe you can just have Kevin like help design it for you.
Yeah,
Just steer you in the
I
right
don't need his
directions.
help.
We just
The
need to get you to be able to make them effectively to
yes.
meet
Right.
demand.
Well, I can design, and I have resources from being in the printing industry for so many years. I got good
For sure.
resources to do all kinds of stuff.
I didn't know that Santa phone number was a real thing.
Yeah,
Will
man.
you share that
want
with
me?
us,
I'll send it to
Ray?
you. Yeah, I'll put it down.
Maybe,
Everyone,
maybe put it in the
if-
description.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to call Santa, his number is 951-262-3062.
Ray, that's my
area
phone
code
number.
that
Why'd you
is.
just give away my phone number?
I'm gonna call him later and be.
951.
I'm gonna call him later and be like, why am I getting forwarded to voicemail? You want to explain that?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's a California Riverside phone number. Interesting. Okay.
It's not North Pole number? What?
Oh.
What?
Yeah. No.
Mm.
Could be a secretary or somebody.
Yeah.
So I have a funny story. Well, funny, kind of weird, crazy story. In the 90s, when I was delivering pizzas late at night, I'd get sick of listening to the music. So I would listen to talk radio.
Mhm.
And this one station had this lady on talking about Christmas stuff or whatever, and people would call in. And this guy calls in and he's like, yeah, I'd like to be dressed up as Santa and stuff because I like having the little kids sit on my lap and I
Ew.
can't buy kids and stuff. And the lady's like, and just hangs up. I'm like, no, you try and get his name. You try and figure
Yes.
in the 90s,
Yeah.
where we couldn't, but I'm just like, I'm listening, like,
That's
holy crap, did I just hear this right? I'm like, and this
Wow.
lady's just freaking out on the radio. And I'm like, you should not have hanged up. You should have tried to get a little bit more information. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
They probably had his number. If he called into the radio station, it probably shows up on the
maybe.
Caller
Yeah.
ID.
yeah.
Possibly.
That's
caller ID.
one of the pieces of advice that I had got as far as being a Santa is if you're going to do events like that and stuff, always keep your hands visible.
Mm.
Always keep them and make sure that they're not behind a child or
Mhm.
if you're you're putting them on your lap, make sure that that sort of you keep your hands visible at all times because
Yeah.
people are nuts out there and they'll
Oh, yeah.
they'll
That's a great
they'll
tip.
sue
Would
with
you
the drop of a hat.
What do you do? We've had kids that we've taken to Santa and they are just screaming and bawling, don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with it. And the parents are like, come on, take a picture. Come on, take a picture.
My niece.
What do you do whenever you have that situation?
Usually, I've never had one that's been uncontrollable. A lot of them get all wiry, and the mom. And you just try to hold them the best you can, and I just keep smiling so they can just keep, taking pictures, trying to get the good picture. Usually, it's most of the time the kids are just frightened and they don't want to look up. They're just looking down the whole time. But you get some that'll just. They do. I just had one the other day. Just want to run around. Don't want to sit on Santa's lap, and they're holding up the line. They're just unruly, and I just keep smiling and try to get in there and be the so that they can snap at least the best photo. I would love to see some of those photos. I always say how, someday when this kid graduates from high school and mom makes the whole board of all the pictures, from when they were little, and they come, and see some of these Santa pictures, that it's always cool for me to think that years from now, I'll be somebody's memory of their first Santa experience, which is there we go. Yeah, like this.
I was in the newspaper, a picture just like that, just like at 1 year old, not even one yet.
That's my niece.
I said this wasn't 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For you, Joe.
Yeah, that was me 2 years ago. Yep.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah,
actually
see that?
Ken, so it was really scary too.
Yeah. There you go.
I really do Ken.
There you go.
Yeah, see that Santa, I do need to. Well, I kind of during the day most of the time I keep my beard kind of brushed down a little bit, but when I get to go do a Santa gig, I get it all brushed out, and I will get sometimes I'll get the handlebars going, but yeah, I get it all brushed out and nice and full and looking good.
I just imagine like if there's a kid that's like running around and you're sitting there smiling, and then they like the picture comes out and it's like a blur because the kid's running by.
Yeah.
What do you do in that instance, Ken? Like, what do you do?
Stick your foot out and trip them to get them to stop.
Yeah.
Like when they're just like going crazy, like
you just kind of look at the mom like, okay, really? Can you wrangle this kid in a little bit somehow?
Can't either, so that's why.
No,
but they don't want to sit on the lap. They don't want to turn around and, but some kids, it's really cool. There's some kids that you can just tell they know they're going to come and see Santa, and they are just, they're so excited. All they can do on their turn is just come up and hug you. They just don't know how to contain that excitement, and they just want to hug you. And then, then you get to talking to them, and, I ask them questions, who their favorite reindeer is, I try to, get a little bit of conversation if there's time. Ask them about Christmas cookies and, of course, what's on their list. Amazing how many kids just don't know. They freeze up. They don't want to do it wrong. They don't want to, here's their one shot at the big guy, and they don't want to mess up. And they just don't know what they want. So if it's a little boy, I was like, okay, well then doll baby it is. No, I don't want a doll baby. And then you give them, then they want, I want whatever toy it is, that, I had one little boy the other day that he was just like old school. He wanted a tractor. That's what he wanted. Because a lot of kids, they're asking for, electronic device. I want an Apple Watch. The kid's like 7 years old, 8 years old. I want an
what's
Apple
up with
Watch.
Kids nowadays. These
Seriously, man.
millennial parents. Sheesh.
This little boy, he wanted a tractor. I was like, oh, do you like tractors? I said, do you like all farm animals? Do you like horses and cows and pigs? Yeah. I was like, which is your favorite? He's like, horses and cows and pigs. I was like, oh, they're all your favorites. He's like, yeah. And I like combines and I like barns and I like, but he wanted a tractor. That's what he wants. It's like, of course you never promise anything as Santa. You go, oh, I think the elves, really know how to make tractors and we'll see what Santa can do, continue to be good. And if they're a little bit older kids, sometimes you get those preteens or whatever that are old enough, and you can goof with them a little bit more about, what you're saying when they're wanting, Apple Watches and, they want an iPad. I was like, yeah, you know how difficult it is for an elf to make an iPad out of wood? I mean, these guys they're technicians, but just have fun with them. It's just kind of take each kid as what their attitude, their excitement level, or their, whether they're scared, and just have fun with it. And if you can make the parents laugh too while you're goofing with the kid, that makes it fun as well.
Right.
Have you seen that tractor kid on like social media? Like he's like 8 going on like 40. Have you seen this kid?
Oh,
no, I have not.
Yep.
Right. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh,
It's a
this is
cup
like-
holder, like, but
Oh, that's probably a bad video. But this kid, man, there we
He's
go.
into tractors.
Oh, that'd be a nice machine to have. 75
Yeah, it's got a
horse
nice price tag on it.
price tag.
Somewhere around 50,000.
Boom! Now throw me out of the seat. Great implement.
where are we gonna visit?
Walter in my famous video at the
Hold on, there's a really good one where he's like, I'm trying to look to see where has the most views.
So Ken, while he's looking,
Am I in
do you have
trouble?
anything that won't stop talking?
I watch your TikTok, by the way.
Thanks for watching. These weren't crank. These tractors were not crank. You'd have to. That's why all them boys were tough back in the day, because they always were doing this and they were stalling wood to build barns. I see she'd been through some stuff. 450. Now that is fancy.
Have you seen these comments? It says this guy hasn't called in sick to work in 54 years. But yeah, this tractor kid, I think his name is Jackson. So
That's
big
I
job
haven't
here,
seen
guy.
that. Joe, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, Ken, do you get any kids that just won't stop talking, and you're like, okay, I got to get to another one. Let's.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
you do get that. There, as a kid, just the other day, he at this event that I do, and it has been pretty cool now that I've done this event, like 4 or 5 years now. To see the kids, it's like one of the local service organizations. So the parents, they have a Christmas party and they bring their kids. To see these kids kind of grow up each year, you remember them, and if they were fun. And this one kid, he writes out his list every year, and he brings this big old list of stuff, and then he wants to go over the list and which things, and explain that he wants whatever, he wants the blue one and not the red one, and he want all of these different things, or Lego sets, and he wants this particular kind of Lego, and yeah, eventually, if you're having fun with him, people can see that, and they get joy out of that Santa interaction. So I've never had anybody go like, come on, get this kid out of here. And I'm usually having fun too, so I may not always be like aware that somebody's there long, but yeah, some kids just want to go on and on. They have this huge list, and you just try to, Santa will do his best, to get what you want on your list. And so yeah, sometimes but it's usually fun. It's usually a fun interaction.
Also, is your sidekick Jill? Is she pulling her weight when she has to be dressed up and do her job? I'm just making sure, because do we replace her?
Wrangling up all these bad iPad
taking
kids?
care of that kid that's zooming back and forth. Chase, I mean, is she doing a good job?
She usually she's taking pictures. She's off to the side, kind of offering me support when I need things. She doesn't always have a lot of interaction with the kids themselves. But yeah, she does a really good job. I was trying to find a picture right here of my elf. I'll enlarge this. So here is Jill in her elf costume with and she has these really cool boots that she wears. These kind of like, they didn't get the boots in the picture. She was upset about that because that's her favorite part of her costume. But yeah, she's usually just offering support if I need to hand stuff, reminding me of stuff to do. Because usually either the parents are taking photos, or there's somebody there that's taking photos of everything. So
she's saying like, keep your hands off the kid, keep the hands visible.
Yeah, keep them out.
Hands up,
yeah,
Santa.
It's mostly, like when a kid, brings me a list or a note or something for Santa, or, I can just, like, when we're done, I can hand that off to her, and she, puts it over. Now, I'm going to give this to my elf so that we can, put that away, and we know exactly what you want. And, I always talk about that I look for them. Have they been good all year? That they're, if you see some of the kids that are a little ornery, you can tell they're a little more ornery than others. And, every day, I said, I looked at the list the other day. You're right there between, the naughty and nice list. You think you can, do better, by Christmas. Oh, yeah. And they get excited. Some kids are they'll just admit, no, I'm not very good. One little girl the other day, it was, her sister was sitting on my lap, and I was like, oh, is this your sister over here? And she's like, yeah. And one girl was very, very shy and very, like, reserved, and the other girl was just bonkers. And so I was like, oh, is this your sister over here? She's like, yeah. And then the sister pipes up. She's like, yeah, we don't get along very well. He says, and they're just like, I don't know, 5, 6 years old or something. We don't get along. Oh, really? And so then, I start talking to the other girl, and she's just blabbing all of this stuff. It was just fun. And the parents are like, she's just, always like this. So very, very fun. All the interactions with the kids are very fun.
I love it.
At least she's being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ken, what do you think about this elf on the shelf?
I think that I love seeing the all of the like the Instagram posts and all of that stuff that people put out of the creative ideas that they do with Elf on a Shelf. I've seen some stuff. I don't know how many years they're out now. It's like the guy that's like making the money is Snoop Dogg. Now they have Snoop on a stoop.
Isn't there a
Snoop
Martha
on a
one
stoop?
too?
Really? I didn't know that.
There may be. I know my brother just got a Snoop on a stoop. And it's like there's probably some marketing company that came to him and said, "Hey, we want to do this. Here's another $10 million for you. We're gonna sell your likeness on here." But I love the creativeness of everybody with the Elf on a Shelf. I don't know that I would want to do it for a whole entire month. Like, cause usually isn't it like from like Thanksgiving until Christmas,
too much.
and you have to move them around and do something creative, and the kids aren't allowed to touch them.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Snoop on a stoop?
Or heard of
You
it.
see Martha on a mantle?
No.
Martha on a mantle.
What would yours be, Brendan?
I have no idea. Like,
oh man,
flip flops on a dock or something like that. I don't know.
Joe, what would yours be?
Something probably game show host on a stage or something like that.
Ooh,
There you go.
yeah, I like that.
I don't know.
Have you seen the ones that are there's a mensch on a bench too?
Mm-hmm.
That one's cute.
What was that? The original? Was that the original or no?
No, I think that came right after
Okay.
Elf on a Shelf.
I
Ours
used to
is
sell one. It was probably the first year I got into reselling. The bargain hunt had like tons of mentions on a bench, and I would sell so many.
really?
And they would sell like hotcakes, and I would make so much money off of those.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't
They
either.
were on clearance one year at like I don't know, Walgreens or something. So I bought like, I don't know, 25 of them, $1 a piece. And I sold those for, quite a while too. But our, my kids didn't have that. They were too big. That didn't happen until my kids were gone. But mine is a Funko Pop. I did get one whenever I had one that was still
that's cool.
Funko Pop had one.
A bench on a bench?
Bench on bench.
No, they might have, but ours is a Elf on a Shelf, just Funko Pop.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We were talking about Elf on a Shelf on our live holiday live tour show last night, and my cousin that is a school teacher, and she does like preschool and kindergarten. It's very difficult with the kids. Like some of them get Elf on a Shelf and do Elf on a Shelf, and trying to help explain to another child why they don't have an elf, why an elf doesn't show up at their house and do funny things and watch over them and give, the feedback back to Santa. And she's like, so she didn't care for Elf on a Shelf just for that reason. It's like, I'm not the parent, but yet, the kids come here when all the other ones are talking about it. How do you deal with that?
We talked about this a little bit last night too, that some elves come at different times because it depends on your household. So some of them start December 1st. Some of them come right after Thanksgiving, and some of them just do the 12 days before Christmas. So my daughter heard that the explanation that her kids got at school was some kids need to have a little more supervision. And you must be if you only have to have if your elf only comes for 12 days, you must be pretty good.
Now, if your elf is there for 6 months, you got a problem.
Right. Your elf never leaves.
like your parole officer or something. If they go visit him
Have you checked in with the elf today?
Right, Brendan?
Oh yeah. Yes. 100% yes.
This is a little viral video that I want to show you guys on Elf on the Shelf. This kid, I don't know if you've seen this.
Okay.
This will be the last video that I know is showing you all kinds of videos.
What does it say? Huh?
It says, "I'm really sorry about your iPad. I was just walking."
Look at it do what?
What did he do to it? Open it.
I'm freaking out because he touched it.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? Wait, let's see if
It's broke.
Why'd you freaking do that?
Wow.
Now gotta get a stupid new iPad. Damn it!
that elf might need
never
a.
stood a chance. That's a
He
bad
might-
kid right there.
He might need to move in.
That's funny.
Was it broken or was it one of those like fake screens? That you can
I think
put
it
up?
was just like those fake wallpapers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
I like the couple whacks and then just there.
Yeah. Right.
Ken, that's what we're gonna do when you bow down to that Santa and the Nashville meetup.
Yeah.
Brendan and I.
Yeah, just come in
Yeah.
with the chair.
That's
We're gonna
right.
jump in like
So-
superheroes.
Chair.
Can't even like redirect and say use your words because he absolutely uses his words as well.
Yeah.
Man.
Ken, thank you so much for coming on. I do want to give
Yes.
a little bit of a teaser for the After Dark episode.
Okay.
The After Dark episode, we're going to test all you guys' Christmas knowledge. We're going to have
Okay.
a Christmas trivia game show.
I'm losing that for sure. I'm telling you right now. I'm losing that.
So stay tuned for the After Dark episode, guys. Make sure you like, share,
Brendan, what day is
subscribe.
on Christmas?
What's that?
I said, what day is on Christmas?
The 13th.
Yesterday.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Merry Christmas. So, Joe,
Yes.
or my name is Ray.
I guess I'm Joe.
I might be Brendan. I don't know.
Kristen.
Kristen.
And I'm Ken, the seasonal Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas,
Be safe
everybody.
and enjoy your holiday season.
There you go.
For sure.